Order. Welcome to our December 21st council meeting. Please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Mr. Matt, would you give us a roll call, please?
Councillor Zadi.
Here.
Halter.
Here.
Patolo.
Here.
West.
Here.
Hickerson.
Here.
Savage.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Demas.
Here.
Mayor Como.
Boom.
Here. Councilors, first order of business, I'd entertain a motion to approve the revised agenda that you have before you here tonight.
So moved, Your Honor.
Would you have a motion? Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, councilors, I'd also entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the city council meeting of December 7th, 2021.
So moved, Your Honor.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, this moves on to the public hearing section of our agenda, which we have one public hearing from the Housing Authority. Public hearing regarding proposed changes to the administrative plan for the Section 8 voucher program. I'd ask, is there anyone here tonight wishing to speak on this public hearing? Don't everyone rush to the microphone. Anyone?
House.
Okay, moving on to petitions. Is there anyone here tonight wishing to address the city council on any issue whatsoever? Now is your time to do so.
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo?
I would like to give a shout out to Western Wyoming Beverage. On Sunday, they packed over 60,000 meals for the Food Bank of Wyoming.
Yeah, that's fun.
I think
They're
it's
always
a phenomenal,
impressive.
phenomenal feat.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yes, we do appreciate that. They always do a great job, Sean and his group. And if you've ever done and participated in that, that is quite the humbling experience and definitely worth every minute of it. Thank you, Councilman Batolo, for that. Any other persons wishing to address the council? Hearing none, I'm going to close the petitions, move on to the officers and staff reports. Councilors, we have item number 1, the health insurance fund recap for November 2021. Then 2, the financial report summary for November 2021. Councilors, I'd entertain a motion to approve the officers and staff reports and place on file.
So moved, Your Honor.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, moving on to the council committee and board reports. We have item number 1, the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board meeting minutes of October 14th, 2021. And the Rock Springs Historical Museum Board minutes of November 10th, 2021. Are there any other reports that need to come before the council at this time? Hearing none, councilors, I'd entertain a motion to approve the council committee and board reports and place on file.
So moved, Your Honor. We
do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second has been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, councilors, there's 4 items under correspondence, and I would just like to thank Kimberly Davis. Nice letter about our community during the time the interstate closures took effect, and what wonderful people we had assisting and making sure people were fed and given directions. Always nice to see that. Councilors, I'd entertain a motion to approve all the correspondence and place on file.
So moved, Your Honor.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Moving on to bills and claims, Councilors. Item number 1, the bills and claims for December 21st, 2021. What's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus?
I make a motion to approve the bills and claims for December 21st, 2021.
We do have a motion to approve the bills and claims for December 21st, 2021. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed?
Abstain.
Let the record show. Item number 2, salaries for December 7th, 2021. Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus?
I make a motion to approve the salaries for December 7th, 2021.
We do have a motion to approve the salaries for December 7th, 2021. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Moving on to new business, Councilors, we have 4 items. Item number 1 is a request from the Police Department for permission to fill 2 police officer positions using the COPS grant funding. What's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo?
move to approve this request.
We do have a motion to honor this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And item number 2 is a quote from FirstNet to provide cell phone service for the city's first responders. Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman West?
move to approve this quote request.
We do have a motion to approve this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
We do have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And item number 3 is a request from Municipal Court for permission to fill a vacant senior court clerk position. Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor.
Councilwoman Demus?
I make a motion to approve this request.
We do have a motion to honor this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And I would like to say that that position is going to be a very missed position. Chandra is moving on to a different job, and she's served our city very well in that department well. We wish her well. Item number 4 is a request from the Police Department for permission to fill a vacant animal control administrative assistant position. Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Savage?
I move to approve this request from Animal Control.
We do have a motion to honor this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, councilors. Moving on to resolutions.
Mayor?
Yes,
I'm sorry, may I interrupt for just a moment?
you can.
I was approached by Councillor Savage prior to the meeting tonight regarding an item that has been placed on the resolutions tonight. This is something that did not get on until the amended agenda. This is regarding the Union Pacific Railroad Company property sale application. And so it didn't make it on till the revised agenda, and that is my responsibility. If you feel that you do not have enough time or did not have enough time prior to the meeting to review that, then I understand that. If Mr. Cowsage, needs to explain, or I'm sure that he could answer any questions if you have them. But if you feel you need additional time, I can certainly understand that. But I just wanted to make you all aware that that was my responsibility for getting it on the agenda today.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. I think those involved have been dealing with this for a while. No, but absolutely, councilors, if you don't feel you have the information enough, we can certainly table it. And, Rick, don't let it happen again. It's all good. We can discuss that when it comes to that point, but it's very straightforward as it is, but we can explain if need be and go from there. Thanks for the explanation, Rick, on why it was late coming. And with that, resolutions. First resolution from the Housing Authority, Resolution 2021-167.
A resolution authorizing Timothy Acomo, acting in his capacity as chairman of the Rock Springs Housing Authority Board, to repeal the revised administrative plan for the Housing Choice Voucher Program and replace in its entirety the new administrative plan dated December 21st, 2021.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo.
move to approve Resolution 2021-167.
Councilors, we do have a motion to approve Resolution 2021-167. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Councillor Halter,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 2, Resolution 2021-168.
A resolution accepting and approving a performance agreement with Mark Berger and authorizing Timothy Acomo and Matthew L. Mcburnett as city clerk to execute said contract on behalf of the city of Rock Springs.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus.
I make a motion to approve Resolution 2021-168.
Councilors, we do have a motion to approve Resolution 2021-168. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Councillor Batolo,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 3, Resolution 2021-169.
A resolution accepting and approving a contract with Playcore Wisconsin, doing business as Game Time, care of Great Western Recreation, in the amount of $44,331.71, and authorizing Timothy Acomo as mayor and Matthew L. Mcburnett as city clerk to execute said contract on behalf of the city of Rock Springs.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman West.
move to approve Resolution 2021-169.
We do have a motion to approve Resolution 2021-169. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Councillor West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 4, Resolution 2021-170.
A resolution approving and accepting the final plat for the Volsic subdivision as proposed subdivision located within 1 mile of the city limits of the city of Rock Springs, Sweetwater County, Wyoming, covering a 65.60 acre tract of land located in Section 6, Township 18 North, Range 105 west of the 6th Principal Meridian, County of Sweetwater, State of Wyoming.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo?
move to approve 2021-170.
We do have a motion to approve Resolution 2021-170. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Councillor Hickerson,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
I'm going to abstain. Mr. Volsic is a client of the firm that I work and did the work on this plat. And congratulations, approved, and it's been a long time coming, Mr. Volsic. Item number 5, Resolution 2021-171.
A resolution authorizing and directing Timothy Acomo as mayor of the city of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. Mcburnett as city clerk of the city of Rock Springs, Wyoming, to accept and approve a budget revision to the budget for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2022.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman West?
move to approve Resolution 2021-171.
We do have a motion to approve Resolution 2021-171. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Councillor Savage,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 6, Resolution 2021-172.
A resolution of the City of Rock Springs accepting and approving the One Opioid Settlement Memorandum of Agreement between the City of Rock Springs, the State of Wyoming, and the other participating entities within the State of Wyoming, and authorizing Timothy Acomo as mayor of the City of Rock Springs to execute said memorandum of understanding on behalf of the city.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman West?
move to approve Resolution 2021-172.
We do have a motion to approve Resolution 2021-172. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes, and I would like to thank Mr. Oakes and Mr. Beckwith for riding herd on this and moving us closer to hopefully seeing a resolution in this. Thank you very much, Rick. Item number 7, Resolution 2021-173.
A resolution accepting and approving an updated job description for the position of Senior Court Clerk for the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming.
Councilors, just so you know, the only change on this job description is on page 4 of the description itself. This doesn't change in wages, but basically just adds a little verb that says any combination, equivalent, or experience to training that would provide the required knowledge, skills, and abilities would be qualifying. A typical way to obtain the knowledge, skills, and abilities would be, and then it goes into education experience. That's the only change. So if there are no questions, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Halter?
move to approve 2021-173.
We have a motion to approve Resolution 2021-173. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Councilor Demus,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. And item number 8, Resolution 2021-174.
A resolution approving a Union Pacific Railroad Company property sale application and authorizing Timothy Acomo as mayor of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. Mcburnett as city clerk of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, to execute said attachment on behalf of the city.
Your Honor,
Councilman Savage?
I have a couple questions for Paul.
You bet.
I'm sure it's fine, but you know how I am. So, if we do come to an agreement with UP, where would the funds come from? What line item are you thinking?
Your Honor, Councilor Savage, it would come out of the stormwater reserve.
Great. And what do you have a sense if we also get the BLM portion and we move forward with the project? Do you have an idea of the total cost of the project? I know. I'm sorry.
Councilor Savage, I didn't bring that with me.
Yeah. Because I mean, you know,
It is with all of my
if we
6 cent
jump in for
information.
100,
Or I mean, my specific purpose tax.
Specific purpose.
Sorry, specific purpose tax.
oh, this would be a
Information.
specific purpose
Yeah.
tax project.
It's the one on the list. But, and then, of
I'd
course,
hate to
keep in
give
mind
you an amount
inflation.
because I don't know it
Yeah.
off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But
So it would be contingent on being
project
successful
funding.
in that area as well.
Correct. We would just like to obtain the property so that when funding does become available through whatever means, we have the property secured so we can move forward with the project.
And do you have a sense of the volume of water that would, because I remember that flood that went through that trailer park. That was brutal. Do you have a sense of the volume of water? What, you know, what are we, would it be enough to
Well,
mitigate
like I
that
said,
type
like
of
I
a
had
storm?
indicated before, we did do preliminary engineering on it. We did stormwater modeling,
Yeah,
and that's how we determined the capacity of the the detention ponds. Off the top of my head, I don't know what the actual capacity is,
Yeah.
but that has all been modeled and reviewed, and that's how we came up with what area we needed to obtain property-wise.
I mean, this is like 7 years ago that we had
The
that
last
flood.
large flood in that area,
Yeah.
it's been quite a while, yes.
And I remember you and I talking about it, and I thought you told me that it was just really rocky, and, the soil composition there, and it was going to be a difficult project.
There's gonna be some rock excavation in the
Yeah.
project, but we've placed them in areas that we feel will work, the best and are constructible.
I guess you answered all my questions, other than the cost of the project, but if it's dependent on
Councilman-
6 penny or whatever.
I've got it here, Your Honor.
Councilman Savage, I believe we were at 2.5. Is that correct?
In May, this is the Northeast Rock Springs Detention Basin. We had it listed as line call. In May, the estimate was $3 million.
3.
3.
Mine was August 27th, 2019, so that seems about right.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much.
Your Honor,
Councilman West?
of that $3 million, Paul, I assume that would have included the land acquisition for this 100,000? Or
I
was
would
it-
have to review that estimate, but I don't believe it did.
Okay.
I believe, because our whole plan from the beginning has been to obtain that property beforehand. We've been working on this, like I said, for almost a year.
Yeah.
After the preliminary design was done, we've been working on obtaining the property through one means or another. And I would have to recheck that estimate, but I don't believe that it did include the property acquisition.
I guess I got one more, Your Honor.
Go ahead,
could.
Councilman Savage.
Thank you. So what's the plan with the BLM portion? Is that going to be a lease or a swap, or what are we requesting?
Well, Your Honor, Councillor Savage, we're looking at actually obtaining the property. That property was on their list
Oh, okay.
under their BMP to be released. So we're looking at actually obtaining it, not leasing
Perfect.
it or
That's the way to go.
having it as a license or a right-of-way.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? This is the one that did come in a little bit late. Definitely a much needed project, and the first steps of if and when it ever does occur.
Your Honor,
Councilman Halter.
I would move to approve 2021-174.
We do have a motion to approve resolution 2021-174. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Councillor Zadi,
Yes.
Halter,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
I'm going to abstain. The firm that I work with wrote the legal description for the land. Moving on to ordinances, councilors, we have one item under ordinances on the second reading, ordinance 2021-19.
An An ordinance amending Article 417 of the ordinances of the City of Rock Springs entitled Vacant and Abandoned Structures, whereas the governing body of the City of Rock Springs has determined that abandoned commercial structures, including abandoned multi-family dwellings, continue to be an issue within the city.
Councilors, just want to wish everybody here and everybody out there a very safe and Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year without COVID, without all those things that go along with that. Hopefully we can move on, move forward, and just consider this a nightmare that we've lived over the last couple of years. So let's do our best to keep ourselves safe. Enjoy your time with your family, your friends. Be safe, and have a great new year. With no further business to come before this governing body, this meeting is adjourned.